successfully brought into the capital, and people take their standards away from those who are holding them, and you're basically led into a waiting room where you wait.
Do, 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 do.
Can you turn on elevator music now?
After waiting for a few moments, you guys actually see different people come to claim the different groups. With your group being the last one to become claimed, you see two diplomats walking before you. One of them is an older half-elf-looking fellow, and the other one is a young half-orc. And the half-elf walks forward and goes, greetings, greetings, greetings. So such a pleasure to meet you, as he tries to shake everyone's hand and goes, my name is, sorry, I caught my tongue. My name is Hraf, but that's not important. I would like you to introduce you to, I'm sorry, my throat's causing me problems today.
You could have some of my lemonade.
He goes, this is Marek.
The half-orc bows a certain amount of deference, and I guess that's pretty much all he does, except to offer his greetings. I shall be acting as the diplomatic liaison for your group. I will be, as it were, your key to the city and the outlying settlements.
Indeed, indeed. And I'm sorry, but with that, I must leave you alone. Marek will be guiding you throughout the city for the rest of your day, showing you special contacts who we have put in place to help you along with your research, who will then take you to the housing you'll be staying at for your time working for us. I wish all of you the best, and hope to see you again sometime. And with that, he takes off.
As my associate has mentioned, I will be your tour guide, so to speak, of the finer sights, but I imagine that you were all somewhat tired after today's ceremony. Perhaps it might be better to begin with your residence to get you settled in, and then if you are feeling up to it, we can begin our tour of the finer sights, the underside of our fair city.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, because spending all day standing on a wall is so tiring.
In the kind of armor you're wearing, I imagine it is.
I'm wearing leather armor.
With a big leather coat, yes. I can see that.
Okay, so taking unless someone has a thing, you're going to lead them to the housing then?
Yeah, that's cool.
Unless someone has a discrepancy with that, I would be glad to.
All right, so Marek leads you through the city with various different guides and such until you eventually come to a house that's kind of actually it's to the eastern side of the city, but it's actually bordering one of the parks that are inside of the city. It looks like a it actually looks fairly large as houses go. It's about 2 stories tall, pretty large, old. It looks well over 100 years old, and it probably looks actually more like a small mansion than anything else. At which point you walk inside. And with that, you actually see a skeleton wearing what you guys all know to be considered basically butler's wear for a skeleton. Come in, and he goes, "Oh, greetings! I did not expect you here so soon."
Yes, I'm sorry. I meant to. I should have sent ahead, but I decided to bring them here before we begin our sojourn through the city so that they might relieve themselves of whatever they would not like to carry with us. It will be something of a trip. If you wouldn't mind informing the house mistress that we've arrived.
He goes, yes, very well, and he scatters off and leaves you inside of the, whatever those things are called, where they leave people when you first walk in the door.
Foyer?
Chamber?
Sure, what is his
Atrium?
name? Yeah,
Atrium?
the atrium. Atrium is good. I like atrium. Atrium sounds nice. At which point, you see him come back with a rather small looking, very actually old looking gnome woman who walks up to you and go and he says, greetings. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I wasn't expecting you all here so soon. And she walks up and she goes, my name is Kilyo.
I'm
And
very
before
sorry.
you make a joke, yes, my parents had a horrible sense of humor. It's a gnome thing. You wouldn't quite get it.
I'm sorry, Monsieur. It's entirely my
Oh,
fault.
it's fine. All right, allow me to give you the house tour, as it were. At which point she takes you up. She goes, male diamond stories are on the left, females are on the right. No crossing over. Understood? Good. She keeps giving you. She walks you down into the through a study with a fair amount of books on it and such. The dining room, and then also to the kitchen. She goes, this is the kitchen. This has food. I will make food for you. No alcohol. If you want alcohol, there's a tavern down the street that's called the Raven and Fox. Go there. I keep pulling down these pages. At which point she then leads you out into a fairly nice garden that's actually outside. Which she goes, this is the meditation garden. If any of you need to prepare things for the day, such as spells or prayers, this is a perfect place that we've allowed you to have such. She then walks you inside again and goes, well, that's pretty much the grand tour except for the dormitories, and I think you can figure those out for yourself. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask me or I forget, where did I put their names? Oh, she goes, or the servants.
If you, lady and gentlemen, would like to follow me, we can set you up with your rooms and have whatever belongings you would like moved here as you wish while we are touring the city, as it were, throughout
Would
the
you
day.
happen to have any outside rooms?
I do not believe that there are any located. I'm sure we could give you a window if that's a window room, so to speak, up against the wall. Would you like the... I can't imagine what it is that you would like, sir. Please.
Do you have any places to set up a tent or such?
I'm sure you could set up a tent wherever you like. I'm not sure that Miss Yo will be too happy about it, but
That's what I thought.
if you would like, I think she may be willing to allow you to set up in the meditation garden,
It's fine.
as long as, you aren't causing too much havoc.
He looks at the ground, sort of. Not wanting to make eye contact.
Very good. The rest of you, of course, you will find your rooms down the hall where Miss Yo showed you. If you have any questions or problems with the accommodation, please let me know immediately, and we will do everything that we can to repair the situation. That, I think, Mariak leaves the current room, heads towards
In other words, what are you guys going to do with that information?
Butler.
I'm assuming we have all our stuff with us.
Yes.
Like,
Fair for
So I would assume we would go to our rooms and like unpack a little bit, right?
If that's what you wish to do, yes.
Then we do that.
Okay. So you spend the next few minutes unpacking until, well, you are unpacked, at which point I'm assuming you're going to go downstairs and meet back up with Malik for the tour.
All right. If that is in fact what the party does, Mariok is there waiting. He is discussing something with the skeleton butler, and dismisses the servant as he sees the others coming. And he asks everyone in the group if they are ready to go on their small journey, and receives no answer.
I am ready.
Excellent!
I shake my head.
Shake your head. Is that goblin for yes?
Possibly.
All right.
And the other two?
Yeah, I'll go. I thought that was a given. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
And
Everyone looks over at the female.
Valerie just doesn't speak at all.
Actually, Alarai is like behind the doorway because she was scared of a skeleton person. Just see her timidly nod.
Very good then. We shall be going to see Sergeant Thod Palara, who will be our first, or your first contact, I suppose. He is, of course, the resident district captain, so to speak, of the guard. If you will follow me then?
All right, so you guys head off and you move throughout the city until you get to the local guard outpost, and at which point you see actually a patrol leaving, which is actually made up of the various different races and actually one or two undead guards as well. And you get to the front door and you come up and meet the clerk who notices Malik as you, and he gives you a one moment thing and disappears for a second, and then reappears, opening the door and ushering you in. And he goes, "You know where to go."
Yes, thank you very much. Mario proceeds. I'm assuming we're going into Thought's office?
Yes.
All right. As they enter then,
All right. As you knock on the door, you hear a gruff voice going, "Yeah? Who is it?"
Sergeant, it is Mariok, along with the Ravenclaws, here for your briefing.
Oh, right. Yeah. Come on in.
Mariok opens the door and leads the way in.
All right. As you guys enter, you see a goblin actually sitting behind a desk that is obviously meant for someone who is human, sitting in a chair that's meant for someone that's human. He looks fairly well scarred and bruised. In fact, he actually has an eye patch over one eye. But the most thing that you notice straight out is he has a giant stogie in his mouth, which is obviously meant for someone of a much larger race. And he goes, yeah, come in. All right, I'm going to make this simple for you people. I don't want you causing any extra work for my guys. That's the first rule straight off. If you guys find something wrong, it's your job to investigate it and deal with it. Let's get this straight. Any questions?
I believe that is their answer that means no.
Not at all.
Now, it doesn't mean I want you going ahead and doing anything that you want, but
My guy sort of
basically,
shakes his head and snaps his finger.
if something shows up, you go ahead and take care of it yourself. For the most part. I mean, if it's really a big deal, you can tell someone, or if you're going to murder someone, it might be a good idea to give us a head up, so, we can be on your side about that. But for the most part, stay out of our way, do your job, and don't be useless.
I can murder random people?
No. You're still going to have...
license to do that.
Just saying, if, find a call trying to summon a demon, Go deal with it yourself. I got enough work to deal with as it is.
So, can